School taught you algebra you'll never use again. It taught you the periodic table. It taught you the causes of a war that ended 80 years ago. It never taught you how to make money work for you. And that one gap, that one missing lesson, is the difference between people who retire comfortable and people who work until they physically can't anymore. Today I'm breaking down the single rule wealthy people follow that almost nobody else does. It's not complicated, it's not a secret, it's just not taught. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's the rule. Pay yourself first. Not after rent, not after bills, not after groceries, the phone plan, the subscriptions you forgot you had. First. Most people live by the opposite rule without even realizing it. Income comes in, bills go out. Whatever's left over, if anything's left over, maybe that goes to savings. That's paying yourself last. And when you pay yourself last, you almost always pay yourself nothing. Because expenses have a way of expanding to fill whatever income is available. This isn't a willpower problem. It's math. If the money's sitting in your account, something will find a reason to spend it. And it's usually not something wasteful. It's usually something reasonable sounding in the moment. Paying yourself first flips the order. The instant your income arrives, before you touch it for anything else, a portion moves out into investments, into an account you don't casually spend from. What's left is what you're allowed to live on. Here's why this one habit separates wealthy people from everyone else, and it's not what you think. It's not because wealthy people earn more. Plenty of high earners are broke. You've probably met one, someone making great money who somehow has nothing to show for it 5 years later. And you've probably also met the opposite, someone on an average income who quietly built real wealth. The difference isn't the paycheck. It's the order of operations. When you pay yourself first, you remove the decision entirely. You're not relying on willpower every single month to remember to save what's left over. You've automated the outcome before your discipline is ever tested. This is the same principle behind automatic retirement contributions, automatic mortgage payments, automatic anything. Automation beats intention every time. Because intention has to survive contact with a Friday night, a sale email, a treat yourself moment. Automation doesn't have to survive anything. It just happens. That's the real mechanism. It's not about earning more or being more disciplined. It's about removing the moment where discipline is required at all. Let's make this concrete because vague advice doesn't change behavior. Numbers do. Imagine two people. Same income, same job, same starting point. Person A saves whatever's left at the end of the month, which realistically ends up being close to nothing most months. Person B automates 10% of every paycheck into investments the day it lands, before they see the money in their spending account. Over 10 years, assuming a long-term average market return, Person B isn't just ahead by the amount they contributed, they're ahead by that amount plus everything it earned along the way. Compounding doesn't reward the person who saves the most in one dramatic month. It rewards the person who never skipped a month. Person A is still waiting for the right time to start saving seriously. Person B never had to wait because the decision was made once, not every single month. That's the entire game. Not intensity, consistency. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I don't have anything left to pay myself first with. My bills eat everything. Fair. Real. Let's address it directly because this is where the rule actually gets misunderstood. Paying yourself first doesn't mean finding some huge amount you don't have. It means starting with whatever you can actually sustain, even if that's 2%, even if that's the equivalent of one coffee a week. The amount isn't the point at the start. The automation is the point. Because here's what happens. Once the habit exists, once you've proven to yourself you can live without that 2%, Increasing it later is easy. You're not fighting the psychological battle of starting, you already started. You're just adjusting a number that's already automated. Most people wait until they earn more to start this habit. But the habit is what determines whether the extra income, when it comes, actually turns into wealth, or just into a slightly more comfortable version of living paycheck to paycheck. So here's the practical version, step by step. 1. Pick a percentage. Doesn't matter if it's 5%, 10%, whatever you can sustain without feeling it too much to stick with. 2. Set up an automatic transfer that happens the same day your income arrives, moving that percentage into an investment account, not a regular savings account sitting next to your spending money. 3. Don't touch it. Don't check it daily. Don't borrow from it just this once. The entire power of this system comes from it being non-negotiable. 4. Revisit the percentage every time your income changes, every raise, every bonus. Before your lifestyle expands to absorb it, increase the automated amount first. That's it. That's the entire system every wealthy person you've ever heard of is quietly running in the background of their financial life. School taught you how to be an employee. It never taught you how to be an owner of your own future, of your own time, of your own money's output. Pay yourself first isn't a productivity hack. It's a decision about what matters more, how comfortable this month feels, or how free the next 20 years look. Every wealthy person made that decision once, then automated it so they'd never have to make it again. Now you know the rule. The only question left is whether you set it up today or 6 months from now when you've said, I'll start next paycheck one too many times. If this helped, subscribe. We break down exactly this kind of thing, twice a week, no fluff.